Alright, so here we are again. This is part 3 of our little maze game that we've been working on. So just a little recap, we should have 3 sprites. We should have our player sprite that we can control with the arrow keys. We should have a maze that has 3 costumes. And we should also have a goal sprite that we're trying to get to. So if I click the green flag, I can play it. I should be able to make it to the apple. I do know, starting me out, this coat right here is probably wrong because, well, it doesn't really finish the sound, so I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to play Sound Me Out until done, and see if that's a better effect. Yeah, there we go, that works a lot better. So you might want to change this to play sound until done instead of start sound. Alright, so I went ahead and gave my title Maze Game, titled my project Maze Game, and so I'll write some instructions later. But what we're going to do is we want to actually have a functioning maze. So let's think about this. When I get my cat to the apple, whenever he's touching this apple, I want to switch costumes. So I'm going to go to goal. I'm going to go when the green flag is clicked. We're going to run this code forever, and we are going to use another conditional, which is if-thens. So if touching, that we found in sensing. So if my goal, or if the player is touching the goal, so on my goal sprite, so if it's touching the player, we're going to use, for control, I believe, nope, we're going to be in events, we're going to be broadcasting a message. We're going to go broadcast a new message, we're going to go next level. Okay. So right now, if I was to run this, nothing's going to happen. My cat resets, I go up here. But nothing's happening because, well, I have to tell these 2 sprites, my player and my maze, what to do when they receive next level. So the first thing I'm going to do is when I receive next level on my cat, I'm going to want my cat to go back to where it started. So that's going to be this coordinate right here. Go to x -216, y -149. So I can actually take this out. And I'm just going to type in these numbers because that will be the easiest thing to do. And then -149. There we go. So if I do this, you can see my cat does go back. So now I'm going to be on the maze, and I'm going to do almost the same thing. When I receive next level, I'm going to go to looks, and I'm going to go next, not next backdrop, I'm going to go next costume. So now let's play this and see what happens. So as you can see, it switched costumes. Now because we've changed these costumes, I'm going to click back on my maze. I am going to add the event when the green flag is clicked. We want to make sure we start out on level 1. So we're going to switch our costume to level 1. So we'll play this. There we go. Oh, looks like that's hard for me to get through. So now that we have this far, we kind of want to make sure we can actually win our game. So it'll probably be a good idea to play a couple times to see if you need to make any adjustments to your maze, or maybe make your player just a little bit smaller. So I think this costume right here on my maze, I might have to make that square a little bit bigger. No worries, just use my select tool. Make it go up a little bit. Let's put that right there. See how that looks. And so one of the things with game design, or even with coding, you are going to have to do a little bit of extra work, making a few changes so that you have it. And of course, if you feel like your game, you don't want to easy game, but you don't want one that's too complicated to play. So a couple things you can do if you're having a hard time, like he's moving too far up, I can actually make this a smaller number, or I'll have to go in and actually go through and change my mazes to make it to where he can fit through. But there we go. So this code here, select the code, and try it just to make sure it works. Alright, so it looks like these three mazes should work very well. And so that will be the first step here when in this video is actually making it to where you can actually play your game. You'll definitely want to code, test your game, make sure you can play, and you want to actually keep playing your game and make some changes to make sure you can actually fit through all 3 levels. So as you can see, every time I play, if I mess up, I have to go back and play again. And that is okay. Alright, so that's the first step here, is actually making our game a playable game. The next video will show you how to maybe add some time limits here, or maybe how to add some enemies. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye.